Hey guys, Jordan here with Flashpricer, and today I'm coming to you with brand new functionality that lives on the strategies page under the when you've acquired the buy box strategy setting. And this strategy setting is different than some of the other ones that are already in there. Basically what it does is doesn't just not reprice your item once you're in the listing, but it also allows for upwards movement towards your next closest competitor who's more expensive to you. So basically it's called Don't Lower My Price, and it stops the downward price changes, but allows for upwards price changes only to the next closest more expensive competitor. And there's a few scenarios in which this might come into play. The first scenario is if you have a competitor who is also repricing, and they have different repricing rules in place, and somehow the market shifts to the upside, or their cost changes and stuff like that, and they move their price upwards. We will go up and close the gap between yourself and them and try to capture more profit for you. The second scenario is in which you've acquired the buy box from your competitor. That competitor sells out of product on this marketplace, on this specific listing, or removes himself from the listing for some reason or another. And now the next closest competitor is a couple cents or a couple dollars above you. Both of these scenarios will try to capture the upside by using the do not lower my price functionality when you've acquired the buy box. Now let me show you how that works in real time on a specific listing. So here we have a listing and we're currently priced at $22 and we are in the buy box. And you can see that that is correct. We are at $22 and we're in the buy box. But what we're also seeing is that there is a lot of room for upside here. $28.82 is the next closest competitor. So what we're going to try to do here is with the do not lower my price functionality, once I change my strategy to the strategy that has do not lower my price, you'll see that we're going to, we're in the buy box and we're going to try to close the gap between the $22 and the $28.82. And how are we going to close the gap? We're going to close the gap based on your main repricing strategy settings. So if we see the next closest competitor is merchant fulfilled, we'll subtract 2 cents from them. If we see the next closest competitor is WFS, we'll subtract $1.50 from them, because that's what helped you get into the buy box in the first place. So we want to close the gap, gain more profit, but not lose to the buy box, of course, if we don't have to. And so we're just going to follow your original rules because you've done such a great job of getting the buy box with those, and see what happens. So let's do that just now. So do not lower my price. I'm changing to this strategy setting. And now we'll do a bit of recalculation here on the Flashpricer side. And what you'll soon be able to see is once we're able to notice that we've changed this repricing strategy, we're going to go ahead and make updates to the upside and try to compete with that next closest competitor on the listing. So we're just going to give it a second to recalculate all of its minimum and maximum selling thresholds and look at all the competition strategy settings in this new do not lower my price strategy. And that could take a second here. But once we do realize that, and we realize that there is room to increase your price, we will go ahead and do so. And as you can see, now we've gone ahead and tried to compete with that $28.82 by pushing $28.80, which we're hoping is just going to close the gap between yourself, your current price in the buy box, and the next closest competitor, gain you $6.80 more on this next sale, and still maintain you the buy box based off of your original strategy settings. And let's see if we find that to be true. Let's just open up the listing. So we're at $22 right now, right? And we're just going to give it another second here for this price change to push. Normally happens pretty quickly. $28.80. Okay, so exactly what we wanted to happen just happened, right? We're now at 2880 against a competitor that's at 2882 based on your original strategy settings. Either somebody fell off the listing or competition prices have increased drastically. But all I know is that on your next sale, you're still maintaining the buy box. You're going to acquire $6.80 more profit than you were before. If you guys like this functionality, please change up your strategies to accommodate for it. I think this is going to be a big money grab for people, and we're going to be acquiring a lot more profit for our clients. And we're really, really super excited to have launched this, and we look forward to you guys all using it. And if you're not a current client, we look forward to having you on board so that you can realize more upside potential, more sales, and use actionable data within Flashpricer in order to beat your competition and sell more on the marketplaces. We look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thanks again. Have a great day.